What?
Yep, Clid wants to try and challenge for this one. Patience is going to still be there as Mata makes first roam. And there's the body slam. Dove is going to have the inside track, but OnFleek still might have to get himself out. Actually decides to go aggressive as there's a headbutt onto Joker, trying to make sure that he doesn't get it. And that's going to be first blood going over to Dove. It's a complete disaster here in the Dragon Pit. 1-for-1 in the end, as Dove does have.
He's a summoner as well. No flash Shen bot lane. It's pretty sad. It's top side.
Yep, Fake Top is going to have to use his flash, trying to get the map working in his favor. And Joker, I don't think his control ward's going to go down for free as Clid finds the body slam. Mart's actually flashing in a very weird way to try and get himself over to the other side. Not entirely sure what that was about, as now Clid will be the first one to go down. OnFleek very, very low, but still has 200 health to work with. Headbutt to safety here as Marta delivers OnFleek towards Teddy. I said safety, I was lying, but Sandbox still able to trade up elsewhere on the map.
One of the few preferential back timers. Let's understand this one. Headbutt, pulverize, stun, and then Marta's already gone, and Joker says, maybe I'll hold on to the taunt. Maybe that's not where I want to go.
Yep, and I see it now. I see the idea there, but it did look a little bit silly. Old man mechanics actually working out for Joker in this particular instance, as OnFleek does get taken down. It was a good special delivery over to Teddy there when it felt a little bit like a headbutt to safety, but Sandbox still absolutely ecstatic out of
that. You know who's feeling K? It's OnFleek, who finally got to play as Camille after 2 games of bans. This guy was the guy we originally thought was Jug King. We learned that was the young 17-year-old jungler.
Oh,
on down one, his mid lane's dead.
Yep, that is no longer a Khan.
On the bottom side of the map, we're zooming out, just where OnFleek to the left of where he's standing. He's back mid lane, but there's a counter gang.
Yeah, Clid's going to come in, gets the boot back underneath the turret, but the Hextech ultimatum is there as Khan is going to be traded a 1-for-1. You'll take that any day of the week as Joker, he's going to turn up. Talking about
OnFleek comes through a ward this time, but Gragas there to counter gang. However, Khan's lower level. Khan's been out of the game for a bit of it here. He will still go down in the trade kill, and the trade of summoners probably more impactful on Clid than it is on Akali, who sometimes doesn't take flash at all.
Yep, and Dove gonna hop underneath this turret now, and Summit on the Aatrox and Dove on the Akali. It's pretty easy to dive anyone.
SKT feel more difficult to execute in a team fight, and when it's not a team fight, we have the piggyback system.
Yeah, looking for Faker, gets himself the taunt as there's the Infernal Chains, not gonna pull him back, but the hook shot's gonna stun him up, and see you later, Faker. You do not belong on the bottom side. Sandbox. It's a really nice suffocation, and this is what we're used to seeing SKT doing. It's what they've been very, very good since, I don't know, 2013, so incredibly early. As Clid has to go into the stopwatch, but that's just a see your death moment. OnFleek picks up the kill so easily. Try and keep this minion wave in check so they don't lose out on too much, but half the health bar now on this Baron buff as Marta gets a decent pulverize, but has to use the ultimate so incredibly early. Khan has to run away, and Sandbox Gaming, they want to try and get something from it. They do manage to pick up the cow as Teddy takes a bit of damage off the back end, and Khan has to flash to get out.
Is eclipsing the Kongdu that went 2-0, then fell away quickly, and they want more.
Yep, Marta, I don't think he has that ultimate available, but Cannon Barrage does come in, and Teddy goes for the ultimate. Doesn't find the Acathian Rain onto OnFleek, which is exactly what he was looking for. We saw
the budget Guardian Angel in the stopwatch. Here we go.
Yep, Summit is going to get headbutt pulverized, does use the World Ender here. Fears all of the minions, but not SKT. The 5 members are looking for their team fight. Ultimate is going to land onto Ghost, but not Arm. Still, they look like they're hungry to try and find something. Teleport from Faker towards the bottom side. They want to get rid of Summit, but that's the special delivery on the Shen. And Khan might just be exploded. Summit trying to get that work done. Flashes forward. Khan trying to bait him in. The World Ender's there. They'll have to kill him twice. Now, make it 3 times with that GA, and Joker is in no man's land. Does get the kill, but look at this.
Meanwhile,
Sandbox, they don't care. They're just going to break open the base. They take down the top inhibitor turret. They'll take the top inhibitor. SKT, they've only lost Khan. They've traded it. Who answered it with his stopwatch. Now Khan actually going for a little bit more of the lethality build, as Joker might have been a little bit overextended, but can you be when you're this far ahead? As Faker, last hit of that Q from Summit could be a problem as Marta dives forward, trying to find the engagement they're looking for, but Teddy is being ripped apart and immediately taken out with the Hextech ultimatum from OnFleek. True shot barrage across everyone, and SKT, they tried, they went for it, but it is not enough, and Sandbox Gaming will be able to take Game 3 against the Dream Team. Straight from Challenger, looking so damn good.
What a beautiful sandcastle made in this sandbox. It's looking pimp because they're going to beat SK Telecom T1 and inflict the first loss on the Dream Team at LCK level.
Yep, nothing that they can do. No one alive to defend this Nexus. It's a Stand United on the Ghost, and a Stand United basically... This whole Sandbox squad, everyone doing what they needed to do from the early skirmishes to the rest of the game. Just didn't look like there was a way in for SKT, and you wanted to believe after what Griffin did yesterday. But we were waiting, and then the Nexus exploded.
Just feels like the last two drafts were not SKT tier.
We got to see
as
both
they
sides
were in the
Zephyr.
past. The Draven that seemed pretty unaccountable. And then this particular game, they had last pick, but I want to more focus on the good that was done by Sandbox. They had Akali Aatrox. You have no idea what lane they're going. And remember the Lissandra ban to say, hey, you can't just chase who you want. You're going to actually have to pick your poison. The poison was the Gangplank, and felt more like poison pills than oranges because he wasn't K.
Yeah.
He was behind from minute one.
Yep, he's breaking open that tooth and getting the arsenic out more than actually eating the delicious citrus and getting his vitamin C. That is not what you want to see out of the Gangplank, but getting the double A's, getting those batteries both games in a row for the victories for Sandbox. Akali Aatrox probably shouldn't be let through, and I think that the draft will be rethought next time we...
If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dance until the dawn. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dance until the dawn.